So welcome, and today we're here with Dr. Wang Weixiang, who is the Academic Dean of the Dutch Acupuncture Academy. And the DAA has an interesting lineup of seminars coming up, and that's what I wanted to talk about and ask the Dean if he could explain more about the series of seminars. So welcome, Dr. Wang.
Thank you, Adobe. Thank you have me here. And yes, you're right. We prepared last year a series of these workshops, seminars about Chinese medicine. The big topic we called, the title we called Return to the Root.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I think, you know, as a TCM practitioner, we always talk about when we treat the diseases, we should not only treat the symptoms, but also treat the roots. So that's one of the reasons, but it's more importantly, you can see there's 5 doctors, professors we invited for this seminar. They are all Chinese and Chinese university trained medical doctors with both experiences teaching and education and practice in China and in the European countries.
So these courses, they all interconnected to each other, or could you just do one and then skip one?
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, from the bigger broad sense, they are interconnected, but actually these 5 seminars are independent. So you can choose whichever you think is fit for your needs, you know, so it's not a really like you have to follow the whole seminars, but of course, maybe, you know, you find all of them are interesting. Of course, you're welcome to participate all of them.
Yeah, so let's say because the first one is already this upcoming weekend, right?
Yes, this that's from tomorrow and the Sunday. So this is by Professor Dr. Zhigang Yang. He's going to talk about a very hot and actually a very popular topic is about the patients after they suffer from COVID-19. They're basically probably physically they feel all recovered, and also from the perspective of conventional medicine, they test a few times negative. They are not COVID-19 patients anymore, but a lot of people suffer from cognitive problems, especially, you know, as you know, the brain folks. So they cannot function very well. Their work efficiency is pretty low. And yeah, so this Chinese medicine and both from acupuncture and herbal medicine has a great effect on this kind of problems. So that's the reason we invite Dr. Yang to share his practice experiences with us.
I think it's also important to mention that from what I see on the website, which is daa.academy, it's physical and online, so you can choose.
Yes, this is pretty flexible. It's because of the pandemic situation. Still, many people, they choose not to go to the physical locations. So we make it both approaches are available. So either you can choose on spot or you choose online.
Okay, and then so the minimum participants are 15. Is there a maximum participants? I guess not if you're doing it online, right?
Yes, you're right. And also these seminars are accredited by the Dutch Association of Traditional Chinese Medicine Zone and also a Dutch Association of Acupuncture MVR.
Okay, and it's 14 credit points per weekend.
You are right. So 7 hours per day. Yes.
Okay. So that the first one is definitely interesting. And what about the second one? That's by Dr. Li Ji.
Yeah, Dr. Li Ji. I think he is a well-known TCM practitioners in Europe, and I mean worldwide, and actually in United States or Canada, he's also very famous for his especially emphasize the practice of classical Chinese herbal medicine so combination with acupuncture. So this time we invited Dr. Li Jie to share his perspective of his understanding and applying of Fuxing Jue in acupuncture, herbal medicine in today's TCM practice, because we have a lot of what we call the modern diseases, but how do you apply the classic formulas and to treat the modern diseases? So as you may know, so this is this book is from Nanbai dynasty, from Dr. Tao Hongjing at that time, and he was he's still one of the most famous Taoist practitioners. You know, this book is actually absorbed most of the essence from Tang Ye Jing, Huang Din Lei Jing, Shen Long Ben Zhao Jin. So this is one of the most influential herbal medicine books in the history of Chinese medicine. So it's very, very interesting.
Okay, so also very interesting course, and he's knowing him, he's going to dive really deep into that material. So
yeah, he's really a specialist, because also we've done a few times in the other European countries, like in Sweden, Norway, Finland, also in Poland. You know, so this course is always welcomed.
Yeah. By the way, the language the courses are different, or they all in Dutch, or some in English?
There are some in English, some are in Dutch. So I think that's can fit for most of the Dutch practitioners. I think actually almost all TCM practitioners in Netherlands, they understand Dutch very well. But we do have two courses are run in Dutch.
Okay. For example, I think the third one is also run in Dutch, about the treatment for allergic conditions, right?
Yes, this is by Professor Dr. Qian Chen. He gives lectures in different schools in Netherlands. You know, I think most of the people graduated from TCM know him pretty well. Originally, he was a professor from Beijing at TCM Institute there. So, we know allergic diseases is not a small problem. So about like 25% of Dutch people suffer from allergic problems. Right. I mean, for hay fever is already something is very, very mild, but there are more like food allergic problems. So it is a big problem. So I think he's going to share his experiences to treat, not only suppress the symptoms, but also to build up our constitution to solve the problems for long term. Like I said, they're all interesting because, also in my clinic, I see a high percentage of people that suffer from allergies and allergic problems. Yeah. So another interesting one. The fourth one is by Dr. Yao from about Fibromyalgia Syndrome. So this FMS. So many people, maybe they don't recognize this disease in the beginning in our TCM practice. So you'll find people have multiple pain, so basically it is like for the diagnosis, you have to see people have lots of trigger points, especially along the spine, or also can be any other where nearby your joints of the muscle conjunction points, so this is indeed, especially in those countries we have not enough sunshining, like a Scandinavian country, Netherlands, even including eastern part of Europe, it's pretty common problems. So it's not only the pain interfere our daily activities, but also it can be multiple systems involved, so for example, digestion system, your heart system, your immune system. So yeah, it has a big influence to our quality of life. By the way, who picked these topics? Did you
sit together as a team and say, okay, we're gonna, because I'm wondering, because these are really topics that people can relate to, and there's a lot of people like practitioners will see this on a daily basis.
Yeah, because for DAA, Dutch Acupuncture Academy, we have routine meetings. We invite, of course, in the past 2 years, mostly via online meetings. So we all our board members, all of these lectures have regular meeting. We discuss, because we are all practice, and we know what is are the most concerns, what are most challenges from TCM practice in Netherlands and in Europe. So, and then this is one of the topics, we think we need to share. Of course, I think in Europe, in United States, there are also many good TCM practitioners. But I think there's the difference is we want to present to you the authentic test for, as I always said, to practice Chinese medicine, you not only to know the medicine practice yourself, but also it's a part of the culture, part of the Chinese traditions. So that's the reason we run this series of the topics. We want to present all of our colleagues in Netherlands, in Europe, for basically worldwide, to see if what's the difference between TCM practitioners from origin trend from China and also the TCM practitioners trend from a Western country. So what is their different perspective and also a different idea, different strategy in the TCM practice? Of course, the lectures from DA, we don't exclude any European or worldwide the TCM practitioner lectures. They are welcome contact us to share their experience as well. So we think both are important. We need different people look at the diseases, look at the patients from a different angle, and then because Chinese medicine at the end is not for a certain group of people. It is for whole people. It's global.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then we're the last and fifth seminar is I think I know this person. This is Dr. Weixiang.
Yeah.
And your topic is about cancer.
Yes, exactly. And actually, this is it's not a very new topic for me. So I've been invited to teach about the TCM support for the cancer treatment in the different countries in the past years. I mean, in the past 2 or 3 years, due to the pandemic situations, we could not run that. But I think it's definitely, if you look at this. The whole European countries, we have a very good facility from the medical part, and the people have a quite high standard of living. And we thought it should not be a problem, but on the contrary, so the cancer is becoming a bigger problem in the whole Europe, basically, like the Netherlands where I live. So I think it's very important for us to look at why there are more people suffering from cancer. So of course we know it's because of we live longer, basically, so when we live longer, so you get more chance. But that's you can see on the other hand, more and more people are not really elderly people. Many have only 40, 50s, so it's pretty early for the age. So we need to look at, I have to say, conventional medicine, they contribute hugely for either chemotherapy or radiotherapy or the other hormone replacement therapy for the cancer. But we know they also have their disadvantage. So as I said, the TCM treatment mostly care the cancer patients as a person. We don't care the cancer as a disease. Okay. And also in the past years, I see, I mean, every year, lots of patients after their chemoradiotherapy, you know, they find, because the oncologists told them they are basically recovered. They are not a cancer patient anymore. But we know they really suffer a lot from, I mean, very commonly, like they feel general fatigue. Their sleep quality is very bad, digestive problems, and concentration problems. You know, they stays like the whole year or seasons kind of flu. You know, so this all of these stays like a general deficiency of the qi, as what we said is a poor immune system. So I think acupuncture and herbal medicine has a great advantage for that. And from my past years of practice, it's proved, you know. So I also get a recommendation from oncologists from different hospitals, you know, they send their clients to me.
Yeah, I think that's a great market, if you will, for TCM is the aftercare of certain diseases like, you know, after oncology, but also post-COVID aftercare. So that's definitely something TCM can help with. So that's why, yeah, basically, you know, all these topics, all these courses are interesting. You're covering aftercare COVID-19, Weixiang allergy, fibromyalgia, oncology. So all in all, it's a great series.
Yes, indeed, and also you can see the common part from these 5 series seminars. You can see, and actually we do emphasize the importance of integration. So integrative medicine, that's the future of the medicine. So when we practice, no matter you're specialized in acupuncture, herbal medicine, or conventional medicine, you have to recognize, you know, and the patients are the most important part we need to care. And so no matter if it's chemical drugs, when it's necessary, or operation, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, when it's necessary, we have to accept it. But on the other hand, there's a better way to support the patients, and then we should not reject any one of them.
By the way, is there anything else you want people to know about these courses?
I think if you're all the information is has been published in the website of DAA. So the website is www.da.academy. So yeah, it's very convenient. If you have interesting, just go there and register online, and you will get our information.
Yeah, and so the first one starts tomorrow already, and it runs all the way through, I mean, the courses, the series runs all the way to November the 12th, I believe, is the last one.
Yes, you're right. So yeah, this is an last minute for tomorrow with Dr. Yang. If anyone still have interesting, go register online immediately.
Yeah, it's definitely a hot topic of COVID-19.
So, yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck with all the upcoming seminars, and hopefully see you again next time.
Thank you, Adobe. Thank you very much for promoting TCM. Thank you.
You're all welcome. Bye.
Bye.